Hello and welcome, my friends. How are you all today? Well, we're doing this full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Gemini, ruled by Mercury. So, the twins, as they call them. And I'm looking forward to this reading. And I did want to open, well, first I just wanted to read something real quick. I got a fire burning, but I'm hoping it stays. But anyway, so Gemini is known as the scribe's moon. And for those who follow the Mayan wisdom, it's the overtone in the tone in Mayan. But it's the moon of radiance, and the tarot is the lover. So I'm working with my True Love Tarot deck again, and the Lover's Path Tarot. And I kept the Rider Tarot deck because I believe that deck opened up with the lovers last time I did a reading for the new moon. But the tarot is the lovers. The herbs are elder, mint, rose, mugwort, and thyme. The colors are green, brown, and pink. The stones are emerald, malachite, and amber. So I wore my emerald cross, carnelian, and moonstone. The animals are cats, lynx, leopard, swan, and doves. The goddesses are Maya, which is a Greek goddess, is one of the Pleiades and the mother of Hermes, Olympian god, son of Zeus, so it's pretty powerful. Venus, Aphrodite, Artemis, and Bast. The medicine is creation, love, intuition, connection with the divine, connection with nature, sexuality, and sensuality. And the creative power is to empower, and the action is to command. So empower and command, okay? So make sure that you guys just embrace this full moon lunar eclipse. And here I have something else to read from Yasmin Boland. Conclusions are within reach when it's a full moon eclipse, and we surrender to the divine at full moons. So here we have full moon eclipse. And just like that, a door slams shut, exclamation mark. If you pull this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is to reach a peak, or it has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you are experiencing now is what your soul signed up for. A way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you are letting go of someone or something, know that it is the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It does not make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. And you know, at full moons, we release what no longer serves us. Attune to the moon, that which is meant for you. Attune to the moon. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings: doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It is time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga, nidra are all well recommended now. Okay, so, go into introspection mode. Chill. Turn technology off. Go within. And then the teachings. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life. And so no matter when you pull it, or she's talking about the card, it reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called, in quotes, the shadow self. Work with your darkness, okay? So you can see it's pretty, going to be climactic here, okay? But, we recognize that it's very powerful at this time in the lunar eclipse. And again, for all your astrologers and all that good jazz. So I'm hoping this stays, because I didn't have enough of the, the little things that you can burn, so it keeps it going, so we'll see. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, so, and I have my runes, which I love to work with my runes at full moons, but I did choose to bring up the love. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say for today, and I wish everyone much success coming here. And I can't believe that 2020 is almost near end. Again, another year flying by. So let us release what no longer serves us for this year and look forward to 2021, okay? Because 2021, it's a code of 5, which is all about change, okay? And change for the better, okay? And I did bring out my little heart stone again. And yes, this is a gold stone. One of my viewers said, I believe it's a gold stone. And she's exactly right, because you can't see the little gold flecks in here, but it's really lovely. And I've had it, oh, years and years and years. I mean, years. I think I even had it before I started YouTube. I've had this stone so long. But I brought out my little gold stone heart, okay? So, you know, and always, you know, love you first. And not in an egomaniac way I'm talking about, but when you believe in yourself and you believe that you're on the right track, then that's when the universe brings you those certain people and that certain atmosphere and conditioning for you to be on the right track for how many years you have left on this planet, okay? So, and then I will pick a rune at the end, but I'm hoping that the holidays all work out well for everybody. And, you know, I know a lot of us are going to hunker down. They're even suggesting big families just stay, you know, just stay at home. You know, this is not going to go away anytime soon, obviously, what we're going through. And the whole world is suffering in many ways. And I believe in Florida, we're the third worst state that it's happening to. We just had 10,000 die just the other day. You know, it's just, I try not to read things like that because I get, you know, I get emotional. you know I do. So just hunker down, be with your immediate loved ones, and, you know, just even video chat with each other if you can. But the big family hoopla, I think, really, personally speaking, you should just lay low, lay low. Let's just pray that big changes come in positive ways for 2021, okay? All right, you know I like to do a 9-card spread because you multiply 9 by any number and you add all the digits up, it comes back to 9. You know, 9 times 1 is 9, right? 9 times 2 is 18, 8 and 1 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27, 2 and 7 is 9. Multiply 9 by 1,852, going to come back to 9. And 9 is known as the black hole. It just keeps going and going. It always is going to be number 9, okay? All right, so let's just take a deep breath here. And let's see what we have. First card. Ah! And this one's floating here too. Okay, boys. And then people say, your readings are so long. Oh, shoot, look at this, another card. What is happening? They're doing their own thing right now. That's okay, we like it like that. Okay, hold on, we gotta see what just popped out here. Okay, so this is like, here we go, the 10 of air. Okay. All right, okay, let's see. Here we go. No, excuse me, 9. Okay, so this is like that. Sorry, this is when you're going through this. This is what we're going through right now. Okay, all of us. It's just, and see, you know, and our thoughts. Gemini's all about the thoughts. You know, it's an air sign. How are we thinking intellectually, but are we suffering as well? Okay, so the reading has just started. It's already picked up how we are all feeling. This world is jacked up in not a good way, okay? So please, 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 bunker down, stay home. We don't want to be feeling like this, even though so many, you know, and especially if you have lost loved ones already, you know, just say prayers to them, and you know that they're, you know, in your midst. They're watching, they're knowing. But here it is. It's already, the table's already talking about what's going on around the globe. Okay, I didn't pick this card. It just kind of, I don't watch my own videos, but now I gotta figure out how that happened. Okay, which you can see. It's like, you know, but we were just talking about the 9. It keeps going and going. But you see the darkness she's in. But we can pull ourselves out of darkness as well. You know, so think positive. Okay, no matter what's going around, just keep the faith. Faith and hope are living things, per Edgar Casey. Okay, all right, let me just make sure I kind of, all right, so, but here we are. So the reading's already acknowledging what's happening on our planet. Okay, so we'll stand that right there for now. But you know, we got this. We just, and pray every day. Pray every day. Okay, and then we had another bonus card, but I'll read that later. Okay, we'll read that later, but definitely. So, and you know, every time I sit at the table, I pray. I want the cards to come out well. You know, I talk to the beautiful ones, as I call them. So I don't even know how that popped out. That doesn't usually happen, and it did. So just again, acknowledgement. And again, we're fierce and fearless. We don't have fear about it all, but we know what's happening. We acknowledge it. We're aware, right? We talk about that as well. 2 words: be aware, or 1 word: beware. Okay, so right there, be aware or beware. Okay, be aware or beware. But we don't want to get caught up in that darkness there. Okay, so let's see what the table continues to read for us. But again, I have to figure out how that happened. But that just came. That I don't think it's ever happened. Well, hold on. No, there's too many. No, too many. We don't want too many. Okay, there it is. Okay, so yeah, that's okay. You know, it's like, you know, we have to acknowledge it's very serious what's going on. Okay, and some of us probably going, if especially you loved ones are passing from this crazy. Okay, let's keep on moving here. But that's why I wanted to bring the love cards out. Now this is my Lover's Tarot deck, and here I have the Lover's card right here. Okay, and it talks about, oh Lord, I can't see without glasses on. Isn't that sad? Okay, hold on. The Lovers with attraction. Okay, so here are the Lovers with attraction. Okay, so we'll put them back in the deck, and let's see what happens. Because we, you know, hug your children, you know, right? Contact your loved ones, especially, you know, if you're not going to make the big, you know, here in the USA, the big Thanksgiving scenario. So that's okay. That's okay. All right. Okay, let me just take a moment here and select these cards. Okay, hold on. Another card. Wow. Okay, I'm letting it do it. Okay. I don't know. Wax on, wax off. I can't see with the glasses on, but I don't like to have them on when I just need them for reading. If not, I can see pretty well. Okay. Alrighty, so okay, and then this is my oh my Lord. Jeez Louise, we'll leave it there. Okay, and this is from my Lover's Path Tarot. Lover's Path Tarot. cards in my hand. Okay. It's going to be a longer read. Your readings are so long. I can't help it. Okay, now we put the little glasses on. And let's see what the table has to say. But we already know. This is recognizing what we're all going through. Okay, this is truly, but it's that number 9 code. Okay, so just keep thinking that here we are, but it's not going to stay forever, you know. Okay, it's not. I think it was in the beginning of the century when they had the influenza flu and like 33 million people passed with that. So, but then that went away. So hopefully we won't have the same statistics, because now that I believe they just brought the antibody vaccine out now. So let's just keep on praying. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we've got the 6 of coins here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to pick up all the cards. I just want to read it like that. Oh, the Queen of Air is here. Okay, that's good. See, think like this Queen. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Air, the Queen of Air, Knight. Okay, so you see we have now even the people in the castle are trying to speak. And, you know, they have to speak eloquently and intelligently. So, but here we have power, okay? So let's hope that some of these leaders can truly help us and aid us, okay? Okay, I'm gonna pick up all the cards right now. Okay, so now we have the 7 of Cups. With this word is illusion. And 7 speak of that change, that spiritual challenge or spiritual victory. Okay, and we're going through this challenge right now. Okay, oh, I just said. Now we have the 6 of Wands, and that says victory right here. I was just saying the 7 speak of challenges or victory. So here we have now the 6 of Cups, excuse me, the 6 of Wands. Wow, the Emperor is here. Okay, and you know the Emperor came through for my last read too. So here we have power in my hands and the respect. Male, active. So maybe these, you know, people who run in the show are realizing that this is very, let's just keep, hold on. I'm just picking them all up because that kind of threw me off right there. Not in a bad way. Okay, well here we have. The air cards are coming through today. Yes, they are. Now we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Arrows. Okay, so that's also another victory. It's the Excalibur. Okay, so that's good. And the Excalibur was supernatural. Okay. Okay, let's keep moving here. And now we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, and that's about changes as well. Okay, we got changes, and it's the fire element. So let's see what kind of changes are coming through. Let's see. Wow, 2 aces, the Ace of Swords and now the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we have air and fire together, and you can see when you have air, that's what happens to the fire. It goes kaboko. But that's okay. You know, think about yourself, you know. Hold that Excalibur sword as King Arthur. But just know that there's fire ace here. New beginning. Ace because new beginnings. So don't give up. You know, we have to truck on. We have to keep on thinking and being passionate of we can help heal what's going on right now. Okay? And it's new beginnings, new. So let's hope this new vaccine can make a huge change, okay? A huge change. Oh, vaya con Dios. Now we have the High Priestess here with wisdom, okay? And this deck, the Path of the Tarot deck is about all different kind of, how you say, people of the planet, okay? And this is Sharazade. I'm sorry, I don't know who she is as a High Priestess, but we have now the High Priestess here. So get metaphysical. Do your alchemy, okay? That's what High Priestesses do. Look towards the future, you know, clairvoyantly. Pray. We want to help heal this planet. And we can start this new beginning, and there can be victory. But we want to do it on a metaphysical alchemy level with the High Priestess here, okay? It can't just be reading from the Bible, okay? You have to do it. You have to channel it. And look towards the future, clairvoyantly, clairsentient. Use all the clairaudient, whatever you hear. Work with the clairs, okay? But I'm sorry I didn't pronounce her name correctly. I'm not familiar with this goddess here. But this deck is about, you know, certain people who lived on this planet. Shahrazade. If you see Shahrazade. But the High Priestess is here. That's very good. Let's see this last card here. 8 of Cups. Okay, very good. And 8 speak of that power. 8 of water. Okay, so we're going to power up. We're going to power up. And this is about our emotions. So power up your emotions. Don't get, you know, don't go backwards. Keep looking forwards. Okay. And especially for those of you who've lost loved ones, you know, channel them with the High Priestess. Channel with them. You know, talk to them. They may, you know, you may hear them. You might see them, clairsentient as well. So, okay. All right. So let me put this all together here for us, okay? So, now, the table already, that jumped out, like, I don't think that's happened before. But, so now we know, we have to recognize, yes, we're all in this horrible times. And the children that are passing, just, that's too much sometimes, even for myself. But the table has recognized what's going on, but now we want to bring forward the challenge. And again, here we have the 6 of coins here, and you know, it's usually, but this person is helping others with the money, okay, the earth, and earth magic. You know, try to help people with earth magic. Get out, well, you don't want to go outside right now, but for those of you in your backyard, you have houses, you know, light a fire, you know, work with the elements, the earth elements, and then just know that the pentacles, it also means that if you can help donate money to help people that don't have it, then that'd be a win-win, okay, a win-win at these times that card came through, because I try not to talk about what's going on, but we cannot deny. And I'm repeating myself because I know I've never seen a card just yet. And I've done lots of videos. And that doesn't really happen even when I do card readings from my personal self, just want to know what's going on. So, just please, help others. You know, if you can donate, or with clothes or anything, or if you can, you know what to do. You know what to do, okay? But we do have power here, you know, people that can make a difference, higher people with money and with intellect. This is the swords. And here we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight. So hopefully there's people that you may know, or that could be yourselves, that you can aid, okay? And even just a smile. Well, we can't smile in front of, the only place I'm going to is the grocery store now. We got to wear masks, but, you know, with your own family, just smile. Just keep everybody calm. That's the thing. Let's try to stay calm, okay? I know it's maybe a crazy way to stay calm, but it's the only way. We can't get depressed, okay? Intellectually, no depression. We know where we're at. We just keep on going, okay? But if we can get these governments aligned and to help us, you know, I'm so glad that that all these elections have passed, because we need structure here in the USA right now. I don't care who's in charge, but let's get structured now. We're in a dilemma. The globe is in a dilemma, okay? And USA usually is a power source, so let's get it together. enough with ego crazy stuff. Let's get it together. Healing is what we need. And when the higher ups show that, embrace it, then it's a win-win for all the people. Okay? So that's what we need. But the air element is here, and with the power of the court cards, so, you know, and here's the young knight ready to battle. And here we have the Excalibur right here, okay? So battle on, and for some of you intellectually, if you have to battle on with situations right now with what we're going through, and I only talking about it like now for this reading because this is here, so, okay? Get your Excalibur sword out. Think intellectually, you know, with intensity, not ego, intellectually, you know. Think like Albert Einstein intellectually. And he loved doing wonderful things for this planet, okay? He sure did. But I think they wanted him to do, make bombs and stuff. I don't want to get into that, but. Okay, so here, the air element is with us today. Raise your sword, Excalibur sword, and that's a magical sword, okay? So we can bring magic now to it. And I believe in that, you know. I believe in the metaphysics and alchemy of life. And it's, you can make, and the power of prayer, I believe very much, okay? So think well, think courageously. Don't give up. We keep on trucking, but think righteous thoughts, righteous thoughts. Don't get all, you know, scared. And even if, you know, you've lost some loved ones from this crazy COVID, coronavirus, whatever, show the love. Send them with love, okay? Love. And who knows, they can give you messages as well, okay? Nobody wants to die before their time, but that's what's happening. But be courageous, courageous. And then do we have another, let me see. No, okay, we didn't have another air card, okay. But we do have the power of the Emperor here, okay? And this is, again, we need these kind of personalities to power up and keep the realm in check, in the respect and balance. Let's talk about that balance, okay? Everything in balance. Day, night, balance, okay? Everything is in balance. That's how we have to look at it. Even though if we can't even go to the Thanksgiving dinner, send the love, give them a phone call, video chat, whatever. Make a cute video from your cell phone and send it to grandma and grandpa. We're going to keep that balance, okay? Because when, I believe in this as well, you know, when it all gets negative and people are just, that's when the dark forces start coming even like that. And we don't want that, okay? We don't need that. But trust me, they're probably hoopling with all these deaths. And especially for those that don't even have a code of believing in the higher power. You know, I don't know what happens to atheists. I don't know what happens to them. I don't want to know. But here, we power up. Okay, think like that Emperor. Female, male. Think like the Emperor. That you have many you want to help, and many that you know you can't help, but we have to keep it in balance. Okay, the balance codes come up. This is how emperors rule many kingdoms, right? We talk about that. We talk about that. The queen and this knight are in the castle, but this male active figure rules kingdoms. So he has to think intelligently. He has to have some, you know, shine for his people, because if not, he would not be the emperor. He has to be admired. Okay, so consider yourselves. You know, if you can help others, then make sure that, you know, think like this emperor. I'm glad he came through. And he came through for the last reading too. The lovers and the emperor came through. And the king of love, the king of cups came through. So let's all think like this emperor, male, female, it doesn't matter. Think like an emperor in your household or towards your neighbors in the respective. If they need help, you try to help. this is the ruler that can help many, many, many. Okay? So let's stand him strong right there. Okay. And then we have the 7 of shells. Oh my Lord, that's so sad that I have to put the wax on, wax off with the glasses. It's getting worse this year. This is the worst year with the glasses deal. I mean, now I'm at 3 point or 3 plus, whatever it is. I could used to wear 2.5. Now I'm at 3. Okay, the illusion. Well, you know, we don't want to. I really love this deck, but sometimes they use words that I wouldn't use because, you know, with the 7s, it speaks of that spiritual challenge or victory. So we don't want to be illusions. Imagine if this emperor, you know, was thinking in illusion style. You know what I mean? That's not how we want to go. Okay. So, but yes, we want to get towards victory. Okay. But just know that this is about your emotions to the shells. So just let's, you know, just keep in check. This is not going to go anywhere fast. This COVID experience that we're going through, but just try to stay calm. Okay. Watch happy movies. You know, play happy music, dance. You know, have joy. The power of joy is what we need. Now I know it's sadness, but bring in that power of joy. Okay. That can heal many, many, many. All right, so, okay. So, with this, if you think you have illusion, just put it in your head. I'm going to bring forward the power of joy. The power of joy. Okay. And these are hard times to imagine that. But do it. Imagine it. You know, think it out with this Gemini air sign that we got here. The power of joy. Okay. I believe in that. And this emperor, if he can bring the power of joy to his people, that's a win-win, right? A win-win. So, let's hope and pray. Okay. And then this one is wax on. Victory! Okay, with the 6 of Wands now. All right. And usually you see, you know, someone holding a sword too sometimes with these cards, but victory is here, and it's wonderful. Okay, and this is in this deck, the 6s, or excuse me, the roses are the wands here. So fire. So just believe that we can be, and the power of joy brings victories. Okay, you know, especially, you know, if you're into football games, or, you know, you root for one team and they win, wow, you know. So I was a cheerleader in high school, so I used to be so happy when our team won. They did really good though. We used to do good. So victory. So consider. So the intellect, because we're reading in this Gemini air sign, keep it in balance. Okay, but move forward emotionally, you know, body, mind, and soul, towards the power of joy to bring you victory. Okay, it can happen, even if it's just in your own home. Okay, and even if for those single out there and live alone, be more happy. You know, dance naked in your house, have fun. You know, just don't get caught up in the nonsense. Sometimes I don't even like to read the stats, but because I have this global channel, I have to know what's going on. But sometimes I tune myself out of, you know, I tune it out. But here, we know what's going on, but you don't have to let it, you know, make you crazy. And if for those of you who have already lost some, you know, dance with them, from heaven. You know, talk to them. You know, I'm gonna put on your favorite song and then we're gonna dance. You know, we can bring levity to chaos. Okay, and this too shall pass. Like I mentioned, in the 19th century, there was this Spanish influence that took over the world as well, but we didn't have what we have today with, you know, how we can have these vaccines coming through. 33 million. Okay, so, and I totally believe it's like Father God gets pissed off and he says, I'm just gonna, I think that's how it goes. He's trying to keep the balance, you know? But I wish he'd only take the murderers out there, the crazies. But It's okay. We live and learn. All right, so again, okay, now the Five of Wands here. And this is sort of like, it's like a standstill, you know, but it's about a change is it coming. And you can see we have a feminine here, feminine receptive, trying to like balance the two males, okay? And that's what we need. We need to find that balance right now, because you know, we don't want to get caught up in too much negativity or fear. We're fierce and fearless, okay? Don't get fearful. Don't be at fear. That's the last thing we need. Fearful. No. Fearless, okay? Fierce and fearless. So, you know, she's fierce and fearless. She's standing her ground, okay? But she's trying to bring a balance, okay? She's trying to get him to put his wand down, okay? And that's all right. That's what we want, to try to get everybody to keep that balance. Don't get helter-skelter, okay? And here we go. You know why she can do that? Because she's got the Ace of Wands in her hand, okay? She's got the Ace of Wands. If you can see, she's holding her wand, standing tall, okay? Listen this way. Let's see. Okay, there she has. She knows she's got this Ace of Fire in her hand. So she knows who she is. And she's got the passionate energy, but she's not fearful, but she's fierce. Okay, and she's keeping the balance. You see how her wand is. She's not trying to attack him or anything. She's just keeping, because she knows she has power in her hand. Okay, so power up. And aces speak of that new beginning. So let's pray. Let's just pray that in 2021, with this new vaccine that's coming out, that we can keep a handle and make it happen with this new beginning. Okay, but again, fierce and fearless. There she is, standing, holding her Ace of Wands, her fire, her passionate energy, but she's keeping it not in towards his face, but in balance, in check, just to put him in check, you know, put him in check. And that's what we need to do. But I just noticed she's got another one here right now too. So you mess with me, I'll get ya. No, but she's holding her own. Okay, and this is how we do it. Okay, with the aces, and then it speaks of that new beginning. You can see the wand is also growing new leaves. Okay, so let's just pray 2021 allows us to grow together. Maybe, you know, these kind of things bring us together to show more love and passionate energy and embrace. Let's see what happens. Okay, but no going backwards. We're moving forward. We have to have a whole different mindset now. We really do. It is about love. Only love heals. Love heals. Okay. And yes, I like to see those leaves. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing. And you can see the crown, meaning that these people that have, you know, a duty to the people, these people in the castle, let them make sure they do it with passionate energy to help heal this planet. Okay, that's what we need, and that's what we need from this emperor, to power up and to keep us all calm, but yet to help us get our earth back to healing. Okay, healing. He has the money, he has the people, he has it all. So let's hope that this energy will help heal this planet coming up this next year. Okay, let's pray like that. Pray. And then here we have the Eight of Cups that speaks of that power. But let's talk about the High Priestess first with her wisdom. And again, you know, embrace the alchemy of who you are. Okay, look up your birth code. You know what I talk about that. But embrace, you know, if you can hear things, you know, and know things, and, you know, just look up all the clairs, clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant. Look into the future. Hopefully we can power up these These big governments can power up to do healing for us now. They've got the money, they have the resources. So let's make this a healed planet. By 2021, hopefully we're seeing that the numbers are going down of these deaths, okay? Because that jumped out, and many of us are here, you know, losing our minds, but that's not what we want, okay? That's not what we want. Not what, and definitely not what we need, okay? So, just the balance is all I can say, okay? But here we have the wisdom, the high priestess, you know, and back in the day, you know, many of these people in the castle would go to their seer, S-E-E-R, to get advice, and she is that. So, you know, maybe they will talk to others that can see into the future, you know, and we all can think about it. Write in your journals. Today, I think this may be happening for 3 months down the road, 3 years down the road, you know. It's good for you to do that. Because then when you read it 3 years from now, you're like, wow, I was, you know, encouraging to go that route. And maybe you'll even get to that destiny that you wrote down 3 years ago, okay? But the eights pick up that power, but get, you know, again, she's by a body of water. Those are your emotions. So power up your emotions. Don't get in a funk. That helps no one, especially yourself. You know, when people stress can be a killer, okay? There's even many articles about that. So just try to stay calm. Try to stay in the balance. This isn't going away anytime soon, but yet we can work with it, okay? But again, I encourage as many, especially in the USA, you know, just try to bunker down. Don't go into the big, with a lot of family, because, you know, this is not necessary at this time, you know. Video chat, call them. That's what I request of anybody who's watching this, okay? But definitely, I'm grateful this High Priestess came through, because she doesn't really come out a lot, the High Priestess. And she is the seer. She is the clairvoyant. She can see into the future. So, you know, embrace this energy, okay? Male, female, doesn't really matter. Just embrace her wisdom. Isn't that what it says? Or vision. No, wisdom. So, she does have that wisdom, because she can see into the future, you know. She has her, you know, her spirits that guides that will guide her, and then she can explain to all of us what's going on. Okay, so this is positive. This is good. And if you consider yourself clairvoyant, or you have any other clairs, write everything down, jot it down, and share with your family members. Look, this is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm seeing. That's, you know, how we got to do it. But she's arrived, so she also speaks always of the future, okay? You know, she doesn't hang out last week. She's not talking about last week. She's talking about what's to come. That's her position. Her wisdom is to share with what is to come. And so just believe that. Allow yourself to even, that's why I always say, you know, if something comes, you have a thought, write it down. Date it. Always date it. Because then then in the future, when you look back at your journals, and you say, oh, I dated this then, and look, now it's meaningful as better, more today, okay? Because she does. She looks into the future, okay? So just embrace this wisdom, because this is, you know, I'm one, you know, my codes, I'm a high priestess coded, and I do enjoy what I do. And even though we're going through these trying times, I try not to read about it, just because I don't want to be caught up in the nonsense. And it's not nonsense, but I don't want to be caught up in what people are writing, because some people write it like it's doomsday, and that's not correct, okay? We always want to have hope and faith. I just opened up the reading with that. Edgar Cayce. Hope and faith are living things. So never give in to the destruction of, dark forces and darkness, and this is horrible. And even if some of you, some have passed, then you pray with them. They will come. They want to talk to us if you believe, if you're open to them, especially loved ones. Okay. So, male, female, embrace the High Priestess who's arrived, okay? And the passionate energy of fire of the new beginning that the wands have arrived with, okay? Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. And then we have the Excalibur sword here. So, she holds all this wisdom here, okay? So don't give up. Don't give up. And intellectually and passionately think like this High Priestess. Embrace this kind of being. Because we all can, if you have your belief system. Now, some of us are coded, like myself, and then raised. All my family were mediums. That's what brings me up to another plateau, because I was born this way. Okay, born into it, born this way. But for those of you who are just learning about tarot, that's okay. At least you're opening up your body, mind, heart, soul to it. Okay. If we wouldn't shut down so much and just coming from ego, if we would just open up our minds, like Albert Einstein was. He was a Pisces. So, that's what we have to do. And don't get caught up on, what's in the media, because sometimes they don't get it right. Sometimes they do not. But here we have it, okay? New beginnings, 2022, okay? Become your own seer. Embrace gifts. We all have gifts that, and your birth date, your birth code is very important, okay? Look up the meanings of what your birth code means. And then here we have the highest male emperor who owns kingdoms, okay? So intellectually, he's arrived. And then he and this High Priestess, when they work together, wow. And he believes in her gifts, in her wisdom. What a win-win. That's a win-win. You have open-minded, higher, I don't want to use the word caliber, because we all can have, the highest level of being, but position, the highest position with money and resources, and that is his duty to take care of kingdoms. And with the High Priestess, it's all win-win. Okay, win-win. And he must believe in her. Okay, he must believe in her, in her gifts, and she aligns that he will help his kingdoms. Okay, that's a win-win. All right? Very good. Okay, well, I kind of got caught up in that card over there, but let's pull some runes and, whew, Lord, it's caliente in here again, but I love the fireplace. Woo. Okay, so I have, now, the runes were my first divination ever before tarot, and I found them in a little store when I was in Key West. I was married back then, so it's been a long time ago, but what time are we at? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, 48 already? God, your readings are so long. Okay, this is Berkana. This is, I think, called Breakthrough. Very good. Okay, so let's read this and we'll close it down. Okay. Okay. Oh, growth. That's even better. What's the name of this room? Berkana. Okay, Berkana is the name of the room, but it's for growth. Wonderful. That's perfect for what we were just talking about. We're going to grow into this new personas we're becoming. We have to change our ways. We have to. Okay, Berkana. Growth, rebirth, the birch tree. Okay? So look up the totem wisdom, the symbolization of a birch tree. Another of the cycle runes, Berkana represents a form of fertility that fosters growth both symbolically and actually. The growth may occur in affairs of the world. There we go. See, this is what this personality does. I'm holding right here. And so does she. She is his seer. Okay? The growth may occur in affairs of the world, family matters, the relationship of the self, the small s, to the capital S self, or to the divine. A rune that leads to blossoming and ripening. Berkana is concerned with the flow of beings into their new forms. Its action is gentle, penetrating, and pervasive. What is called for here is to consider your issue with care and awareness. First disperse resistance, then accomplish the work. For this to happen, your will must be clear and controlled, your motives correct. Any dark corners should be cleansed. This must be carried out diligently and sometimes with expert help. And see, this is what the High Priestess does, okay? We can sage, we can do things, we know how to send the demons on their way, okay? Modesty, patience, fairness, and generosity are called for here. Once resistance, I gotta turn the page. Once resistance is dispersed and rectification carried out and seen to hold firm, then through steadfastness and right attitude, the blossoming can occur. There you go. That's the reverse. So that's great. What is called for here is to consider your issue with care and awareness. First disperse resistance, then accomplish the work. For this to happen, your will must be clear and controlled, your motives correct. Any dark corners should be cleansed. This must be carried out diligently and sometimes with expert help. Modesty, patience, fairness, and generosity are called for here. Once resistance is dispersed and rectification carried out and seen to hold firm, then through steadfastness and right attitude, the blossoming can concur. And here we have the Excalibur sword, and we were just talking about these leaves right here. And this is the aces with new beginnings. So obviously, okay, obviously, the blossoming can occur. Put your passionate energy, fire energy into it. Look at that, the fire just has calmed down. When we're closing this, ooh, I like when it shows, I like that. It looks like it's always a little purple in there, but here we have. So carry your Excalibur sword. Do everything with a passionate energy, okay? Not like, I don't know, no, you're gonna know, okay? And you do it with passion. And then here we have the Emperor and his High Priestess, the Seer, who he believes in her. And this is how we get our Excalibur sword, okay? And then we do it we move forward with passionate energy. And this is how we're going to help heal this planet. We want to believe in her, believe in him, and then we can have new beginnings towards believing in ourselves to accomplish the same that these two energies, these two beings can accomplish, okay? Now, these are all gifted, you know. You don't become an emperor, you have to be born from lineage, right? Your family, blah, 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 but these people still have to rule kingdoms and rule people and help people and acknowledge that we can do this. You and I can do this, okay? New beginnings, okay? But that if we can have these people and speak to the righteous people that can bring this balance, it will be a win-win for the world. Okay. Love you all, my darlings. Please, you know, we are fierce and fearless, but yet just, you know, don't do crazy. Okay, just bunker down, especially in the USA. You know, really, they're encouraging us to just not go out to the big family hoopla stuff, and I am agreement with that. Okay. Kisses, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao.